I'm not used to being interviewed for my own show, so it's all right.
This is Dave Rogers here, and I have the privilege and honor to be with Bruce Ettridge. Hi, Bruce. How are you today?
Good. How you doing?
I am doing great. We're here in B-City.
B-City. Not BC, but like Brampton.
Brampton. And today we're looking at podcasting as an introduction to a new way of communicating. And perhaps with some people, it's going to be the first time. For other people, they may have already conducted a few podcasts. So, right. Bruce, I understand a little bit about yourself as an artist, a cartoonist, a professional speaker, recently a TV host, and someone who really looks at themselves as a creativepreneur.
That's what I call myself, a creativepreneur.
Creativepreneur, fantastic. So you're looking at ways to use creativity to monetize value, add some value to people's lives. Tell me a little bit about why you got started as a creativepreneur.
Well, I got started as a creativepreneur because I wanted to be an artist. So when I stopped driving transport truck, I wanted to start a cartoon business, and I was told everybody said you'll be very successful as a cartoonist because they make lots of money. There's a sarcasm there. Anyway, so I started my art business. So I do caricatures, cartoons, illustration. That's when I started. I actually didn't start into podcasting until much later down that road, right?
And what was it about podcasting that got you interested or curious? But also, as we look around with all the equipment, you've made a huge investment in that. Why did you choose podcasting as a way to communicate?
Well, when I started in 2009, so I started my cartoon business 2003, 2006. When I decided in 2009 that I had all this knowledge of transportation, I was going to share it with the world. My audience being truck drivers, I said I was going to start a video series. Right? Video channel, like everybody was doing. Drivers aren't watching videos, they're driving 13 hours a day. I didn't even know about podcasting at that point. And then I found one of the gurus online, found out about passive income and podcasting, and said, podcasting is the way to go because that's something they can consume while they're driving. And once I went that way, it just went crazy. I started doing a daily show right out of the gate. Not the way to do it. I scaled it back to once a week, and now we're back up to almost a daily show now.
Fantastic. And what would be one or two tips that for people that are thinking about getting started? Would you have sort of a tip or two that might help them step into podcasting?
One, don't start for the money. If you think you're going to get sponsors, you may. I'm not saying you won't get sponsors. We've got sponsors against our podcast, but people go, I'm going to make money. And anybody who knows about creative pursuits like YouTube or videos or anything, it's a long-term play. You've got to grow that audience, so you have to be willing to basically start for free, and it will monetize down the road, but it will not be the first day that you start. Most podcasts don't make it past 20 episodes. So
you've been an artist, a cartoonist, and now you've recently gone into podcasting and TV hosting. What about the introvert? What about that person that's a little bit shy?
That's me. 2 days a week, I get it.
Okay. So again, if someone has to step out of their comfort zone, do you have a tip or two for that?
Just do it. If you're not used to being in front of people. So when I started my art business, when I started caricaturing, I do weddings and corporate events. When you start caricaturing, people are looking over your shoulder the whole night. You know, they're watching you draw. Most artists do not want anyone to watch them draw or do anything. So they sit with their back to a wall, right? If I go in the middle of Brampton and decide to start sketching some building, I will sit so that my back is to a wall so people can't sneak up behind me and start looking. When you decide to put yourself out there, I now sit in the middle of Brampton, not the street, because I grew up in Brampton. I know how they drive around here. But I'll sit now where people can actually, and so when they come up to me now, I talk about my art and I talk about what they do and maybe give them a business card.
So who are